My name is Leslie White. I live and work in downtown Toronto. One of the things I love to do in life is to travel, and I jumped at the opportunity to visit Nepal. Going into the Himalayas and ensconcing yourself in the culture there was something I was hoping would be accomplished, and getting some exercise and the adventure of the entire experience was really what drove me. Once in a while, if I do find myself getting stressed out or really caught up in my life in Toronto, I reflect back on what I saw and what I saw these people have in their life, and try to come out of that and say, back off and relax a little bit. When I looked out of the airplane and saw the mountains and the hills, that's sort of the turning point when I realized I was just hitting the Himalayas and that I was going to soon be in those hills. The main feeling I had was one of great anticipation and excitement that I was going to be experiencing the culture and the Nepalese people. Kathmandu was a lot more like India than I thought it would be. Really bustling and lots of people and markets and activities going on. The other thing that really struck me about Kathmandu was the convoluted streets and the way that nothing was really all that straightforward in the city. The guy that toured me around the Monkey Temple was really the first look that I had at sort of the spiritual side of Nepal and the religion. Okay, and what's the significance of turning the wheels? What does it mean when they turn?
Whenever they turn these wheels, they will be quite from the scene, from the criminal.
From the criminals. They'll be safe?
Yeah, they will be safe.
And so people come up and they just walk, and they turn these things?
Yeah, they just walk.
He was a very warm individual and described everything in the context of his religion and the spiritualism of the people.
They're purified.
So it's like burning candles?
Yes.
And it only happens at nighttime? There's writing on each of those
Yes.
flags?
Yes, please.
Does a yellow flag have the same writing as a red flag?
Yes. Red,
so it's all the same?
Only the God will be different.
Okay.
Only the position of the God will be different.
Okay.
That's all. Okay?
Okay. Interesting.
Yes.
On the last day, I saw a dance performance and later talked to one of the dancers. When I watched the dancers, I was overly impressed by the delicateness of their moves, and at the same time the power that came out of the dancing. There was so much within the art that these people were expressing that it was almost overwhelming at times.
And then so if you are kind of something offering, you can do that, So all different, this movement, like a...
I liked Rajendra a lot. I thought that he had a lot to give.
And then the whole body movement goes like that. But when his strength comes, like you're solid, you're my area, my territory, I'm here, I can challenge, come on. Everything comes and it's stretching and the wrath feel challenging, like I'm not afraid of anybody.
It was one of the highlights of the people that I'd met, because he had so much warmth and spiritualism inside that he was trying to express through his art.
Those soft, and those things always soft. So through gesture like a fire,
Oh, is that
So,
what that
yeah.
was? That was fire?
A fire. This one is a crown, if you wear.
Okay, got it.
And it looks totally crown, you wear it.
Yeah.
So that's a gesture goes
So
like
I'm wearing
that.
a crown.
Yeah.
At last, we were to begin the trek. So how long? We'll walk like 9 hours?
No,
6 or 7 hours.
6 hours? That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
My guide and translator, Dorji, had made the trek many, many times before.
Physically, it's very difficult work, the trekking, because it's you don't just go up for 15 minutes or so. You go up for a solid 2.5 hours, and then you think you're at the top and you're going down, and it's going to be a nice relief, where in fact what happens is going down is really difficult. But it's sort of rejuvenating to work that hard, and then you take a small break and you keep on going. So part of it I looked at as a challenge to just test yourself and push yourself beyond what you would normally do. Oh my God. Okay. You go on the sturdy part. I'm following your very footsteps. Going across that little log bridge was difficult because there's so much rushing water going underneath that if you look down, which you had to because you had to look at the logs, you get very, very dizzy because of the rushing water. Oh yeah, piece of cake. Piece of cake. Dorji, we're coming up to this really dangerous looking bridge. I think we have to discuss whether or not we're going to cross it. It's looking pretty wicked. Oh yeah. That would make me nervous. Really? No, I think I might not. It's okay, you can go. Dorji convinced me to go on that very high bridge. She said, oh no, it's not broken, it's going to be just fine. I know, the minute I step on it, it'll go flying out. Are you sure this isn't going to break? This isn't going to be like Indiana Jones? Do you know Indiana Jones? Do you know the movie Indiana Jones? Where the bridge breaks? I'm a real coward when it comes to heights. Is it okay? Yeah? Oh my God. Are you sure? Why are you looking worried? You're looking, it's creaking back here. I want to get off.
It's okay.
No, it's creaking back here. All I could think about when I was going over there was, if this goes down, this is the stupidest mistake I've ever made. This is absolutely crazy. It was really worrisome because the gorge was so high, and there's not a hope if you fell off that bridge that you would survive it. So I was really invigorated by the whole thing, besides being extremely exhausted at the end of the day. Oh yeah, look at that. So show us where we're going. Can we see the path? When I'd ask Dorji, where are we going? And he'd point over 2 hills and over and up and down and up and down. And if my energy level was not all that high, I'd sort of inside think, oh, this is going to be a long day. 3 hours straight up.
Yeah.
That's okay. That's okay, as long as we know we're doing that.
Yeah. to pool.
Namaste. Namaste.
गाई चलाउने स्कुल पर्दैन लाम पर्छ लामा huh? They're not going to school.
Not going to school? Too little?
No, they are going to monks.
Oh.
Yeah.
Really? Does their family choose that they be a monk?
Yeah. के गर्छ यहाँ? बुवा लामा हो? बाउ लामा? His father is lama.
His father's a lama here.
Yeah.
So it's a different school, but they still learn all the same things?
Yeah.
With all boys?
All boys.
All boys, no girls?
Yeah. होइन कस्तो पर्छ आउँछ के आउँछ काखा काङा भन्ने आउँछ आउँदैन
Cute kids. That was a long walk today. Yeah? 6 hours? That was
6
good. Really, really makes your legs work.
Yeah. Tomorrow is not very far, but a little bit steep up, but
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay.
tomorrow very easy. Piece of cake tomorrow.
Piece of cake.
Very easy.
That's good. My overriding impression of Talamarang focused around the place that we stayed at called Heaven Lodge. I thought that Heaven Lodge depicted the environment and the location of the village because it was so beautiful and it was in the lowlands but still nicely set around a river, and I really liked it. It was a nice place.
So you like? Yeah. This is I write every day. Every day? Yeah. I write about you, the village, all the things I see, and I put them down in words in my fish book. Yeah.
क्यानाडा पुऱ्याउनु भयो नि तपाईँसँग यसो चिनेपछि मन लाग्यो अरे तपाईँलाई राम्रो लाग्यो अरे अनि त्यही कारणले
पुरा तपाईलाई सिकिहाल्छु
You understand? She's saying that please you teach me English. See, and she teach you the Nepali.
Nepalese,
Yeah.
So then we
She's
can
like,
talk.
yeah.
Can I try? Will you put it under and I spin? Okay. Ready?
Ready.
Fast. That's good? So can people in this country though have more than one wife at one time?
Yeah.
In-
Just one or two.
Just one or two?
Yeah.
And women, they can only have one husband?
Yeah, only one.
So
What?
you have 2 wives.
No. They're married 4, but one is dead,
One's dead.
and 2 is took another guy.
Oh, 2 took off. They
Yeah.
left you?
Yeah.
Oh. They
Now-
didn't like you?
Now only one left.
Now you only have one left.
One left.
Oh.
No, be careful, maybe he'll go another person again.
So he doesn't really have 3 wives. He's had 4 wives in his life. He's been a busy man.
Sir.
Monastery had one of the worst outhouses I've ever seen in my entire life. I have never seen anything like it. Oh yeah, right. Lovely. We came across a shrine that was at the top of a hill, and it had a little prayer flag in it and some writing that you could make out on the actual stone.
Like a good luck to make. You see, there's some there dead people names also here, but I
Okay.
can't read. This is the like Tibetans.
So it's like a shrine almost.
Yeah.
This, yeah.
Yeah.
For a big person.
Yeah,
like
big
a
person, like a-
religious person.
yeah.
Okay.
big religions like lamas or maybe rich family.
Right.
As poor people, they can't make this. Will be expensive to make this. That's mountain.
Which mountain is it?
It's Melamcha Peak.
What peak?
Melamcha Peak.
Malemche Peak.
Yeah.
It's nice. It's nice to see the mountains.
Yeah.
Nice to see the snow.
Top is other side.
The mountains really are absolutely gorgeous, and they're so powerful and majestic. It instills a very strong sense of sort of calm and peace. Our journey up to Monastery was the most uphill journey that we'd gone so far, and actually Georgie had prepared me for it. It was very, very steep, and it was hard going. I don't think I felt more relieved when I got to the top and saw the village, which was just absolutely beautiful. It was the most beautiful village that I'd seen so far.
That monastery up there.
And this is Melamcha Dome.
The visit to the monastery was interesting in the sense that everything was so well kept. I was really impressed by the inside of the monastery. When you opened the doors, it was absolute order. The other thing that really struck me was color. Bright blues and reds and greens and everything. For some reason, I was expecting to see, I don't know, gold gilt.
Dalai Lama.
The Dalai Lama.
Yeah. Chinna Lama. And this is 800 pieces in the book inside.
Really? That's
Yeah.
a book of. It's got 800
Inside, yeah.
pieces, like pages.
Yeah, 800 pieces
Do
here.
they ever open it? Can we see?
Domo. Parcha
No.
yeah?
It's always closed up.
No.
How old?
100 years.
100 years old. What are these called?
This is Sangdu.
Sandu?
Yeah.
Sangdu.
Sangdu.
A trumpet. A
Yeah.
big trumpet.
Yeah, Sangdu.
This woman, what's she doing? She's walking around. For how long?
Sometimes 20, 25.
Really?
Yeah.
So she walks around, turns it 20, 25 times?
Inside they all like a money, all money payment home. They're kind of paper. There's a book, and the pull of the book here.
And she's got those beads you were talking about in her hand?
This was probably the most blatant religious process that I'd seen in the trip so far, and I was fascinated by her dedication. I joined the village's festivities one day. They were moving from Melanchagan to another village where they were going to have what they called their all-night party. And there was actually 3 different groups from the whole area converging in this one place. At the festival, the main activity obviously was dancing, and the men would sort of link up and do dances arm to arm, and then the women would do their dance. And when I was first observing, I felt sort of outside of the whole process, and then I kept looking in each string of either the men or the women for someone to kind of connect with that would say, "Come and dance with me." The one thing that struck me when this one woman asked me to dance with her was how small these women were. I felt really huge, especially with my huge trekking boots compared to these women that had on little wee tiny thongs or little small shoes, and I felt like a thug. We just laughed, and the woman beside me was very friendly and wanted me to be part of the group, and I really felt that connection with her, so it was a lot of fun. The thing that really struck me about the trip was getting to know the people, and the people are very warm, they're friendly, they've got a tremendous amount of patience and tolerance, and it's exuded in everything that they do, and I think that I saw that in the villages that I visited and the people that I encountered along the way. These people have basically nothing, but they're very, very happy people.